And it looks pretty sturdy.
Super sturdy.
Yeah.
The other one was like a piece of shit.
Yeah, wow. That's so
Fucking snaps the handle right off. Alright, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no worries. So at that point, that's when you do the final tuck,
And that, okay.
the hip and the chin,
Okay.
and then stretch in between. So there's like that one final adjustment before your hands cross. Rotate the shoulders and the arms out. Just let the hairs on your arms touch, don't press or push.
All right.
Left hand. Feel it. Just try to let go of your stomach and your back and everything holding you up. Just fall into where you're already standing. Yep. Straight. Yep. Yeah. The left hand.
I always forget. It's always the left first, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Left hand teaches the right.
Right.
Yep. So a little bit more to the center, then this just turns. Yeah. So it's like
Hmm. Go.
almost like a curve. So left hand. Yep. Moves out. Moves out. So the first one I always honor pitching. So that's why the fingers are loose and wiggly here. And then I'm holding the drop of water.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do a tight one with the wrist. So all the fingers. And then I hold this pressing out while I wheel it back. So there's energy here.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And then I do a Chu-Shang-Tin, which is just nothing. Just falls into place.
Mm.
Then I move the wrist. Just the wrist. So Chu-Shang-Tin is just like, it collapses.
It's 3 times, right?
No energy, yeah. So 2 times with Chu-Shang-Tin, 1 time with the chin.
Okay.
And then, boom. Boom. Swoop. Mm-hmm. Just wiggle the fingers for a second. Get that little drop of water. Take it down the line. Elbow rotates into place behind the wrist. And then and don't forget this little chin-side. It goes right down to cleavage basically. So that your hand is literally fingertip length away. The wrist goes on the center line. Woosah. A little bit of press. It's almost at a 45, like a box now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the press in the palm heel. Then you wheel it back. Yep. Then just collapse. Like I'm so loose, I'm shaking. Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you want. They call that the Tai Chi rattle. It's not that you have like Parkinson's. It's just that you're so loose. Your heartbeat vibrates your body.
Mm.
That's when you know you're relaxed. Mm. And this is Po. So your elbow's locked out. All right, let's do a little pox set. you want to just fire some down the middle.
Wow, no puzzle.
Another thing is like if you're doing stance work and you're tightening up and you're having trouble relaxing, just make a tiny little, the smallest circle you can without it being noticed even. So I'm making like this tiny little clockwise or counterclockwise circle with my tailbone, and then I can release my hips and my knees because they have to be released just to let that little rotation happen.
Okay.
And the muscles that are tightening and recruiting other muscles to help bear the weight, they will not be able to seize up because of that small rotation.
Right. Right.
So you can extend the relaxation period.
Okay.
The relaxed holding.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. So yeah, get into the stance. The official way. Relax. Yep. And then put your fist out just so you can measure. Yep. There we go. And just keep your elbows down,
Yep.
and that will deliver your structure to me.
Yeah. Sorry, let them take this over.
Yeah, that might hurt.
Yeah, it's me getting like 20 times worse. All right.
Punch right at my heart. So try to get a straight line each time. That one drops and the last one behind it to go the same path. Yeah. Yep, I can feel more energy coming out that way. Yep. The closer your elbows are, the further you can get past my pox down before it's stopping. Yep. So you feel me rise up in my head and it changes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You want to try to pox out?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Bend at the knees. Mm-hmm. Rise up through the crown of your head with this.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Then shoot straight at my heart too. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Nice. I still feel this like finger energy pushing down. Try to use the
Sorry.
palm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Just like that. It's like down.
Mm-hmm.
Down and straight. It's almost like your hand just falls from your temple.
Okay.
So you're like getting your face out of the action. And then pulling your face up out of the action. It's tied on like the jig seam straightening. And adds more structural power to your hand.
Okay.
So if you just want to put your hand, your pox out on the wrist, and then expand behind it. Yeah. That feeling right there, that's exactly it.
That's what I want. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And you want that in your hand before you even touch me. You want to settle on my spine before you touch me. So as soon as you touch me, it uproots me. Build that up. You know what I'm saying? That's the secret. Because it's like, how do you know where their spine is until you touch them? You get experience. And
So we're doing it right.
you're familiar with what's happening. You know what it's going to feel like. So the power of your imagination is extremely important when it comes to it. That's why we have it as humans, you know?
Yeah, okay.
You want to do boom, boom, boom. Once you're on the center line, that's all you got to do, you know? So a good way to attack someone is to just come down the center line, because it's going to split everything left or right. And then you have a move worked out for if he goes left or if he goes right. It's kind of like Bagua. So you ask for a response and then you take advantage of it. And someone would have to be counterintuitive in their responses, not to fall for your trap. And they would have to be a trained martial artist to do that.
Right.
So there's Bagua for taking out a civilian, and there's Bagua for taking out another master.
Yeah, okay.
And then they say there's Bagua for your friends and Bagua for your enemies.
Nice.
And that's, you don't complete throws with your training partners. You catch them after you throw them. You just like 3/4 throw them and hold them so they don't hit their head. It's brutal, dude.
Wow.
Brutal. See if you want to throw some punches.
Yeah.
Really, I'm just trying to load some plyometry into your arms, your punches. Spring action, you know?
Yeah.
So you strengthen against actual human resistance. Muscle versus, like, it's a way to strengthen your muscle against another muscle. So it's more alive than like fighting a dead piece of wood. And just think about how your stance, you're using your stance to absorb and deflect energy at the same time. Yeah. Your punches are way better. Standing fist. You want to tuck your thumb around. That's more like Tai Chi.
Okay.
This is the Tai Chi punch.
Okay.
So you press on the top knuckle to strengthen the hand.
Okay, that's the touch.
It's kind of interesting. But in Wing Chun, it's that. Because it's based on sword. So this, and this snaps off at the same time, and this actually goes back. It doesn't go forward. It's like you're pulling your arm down and just extending it. And then you take a step and just knock someone over. And this is kind of like you're smearing a bug on the back of my arm with my wristwatch. Splat, splat, splat. And that splatter will either find my spine or it will turn me away. But you can use that to find out where I'm at.
Copy.
Bring your hands over, yeah. Make a blade with the edge of your hand, yeah. So that straight. And then it conforms, like flattens. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. See how your elbow's only moving an inch?
Yeah.
And then it's protecting you. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yep. And every week this will get clearer and will be much easier. Like,
No, yeah, I could definitely feel some sort of progression. Like every time I come in, so that's good.
And like these alignments, they just
Yeah.
straighter, smoother, and
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
And then every time you're struck, you just.
I'm gonna get some water first.
Oh, go for it. I have some in the fridge if you need.
Okay, word. I brought my water bottle too, so yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Hell yeah. Is this even